Joseph Crudup here. Welcome to my show. Today is Friday, July 11th, 2025. We had an update on the Texas flooding and the death toll rise 121 and others are still missing. So now this is a good one. It's a terrible thing to see and it's a terrible thing to we have heard about. Right now, as we go for this, I'm feeling like since July the 4th, right? July 4th, that was last Friday. And we see a lot of people up there lost their lives here in this flooding. So here we are, we're going to the thing right now with the AP, the Associated Press. It says like this. Kellerville, Texas. President Donald Trump on Friday told the devastation from the catastrophic flooding in Texas and Lennon state and local officials, even in Montana and Christian, that they may have failed to warn residents quickly enough that a deadly well of water was coming their way. Trump has reportedly promised to do away with the Federal Emergency Management Agency as part of his larger pledge to dramatically shrinking the size of government, and he's found the candidacy the officials in Democrat-run states hit past natural disasters and tragedy. But the president stuck a far more sober and sympathetic tone when visiting America's most populous Republican state, highlighting the heartbreak of what happened when officially and praising the elected officials and first responders alike. The source for the missing containers, the people that are doing it was unbelievable. Trump seated with officials around the table and unfortunately emblazoned with a black and white Texas Strong banner and said at the Mesship emergency operations sitting inside the Expo Hall in Kellerville. He later added, "We couldn't get better people, and they're doing the job like I don't think anybody else could, frankly." Since the July 4th disaster, which killed at least 120 people and left more than 170, the president has been conspicuously silent on his past promises to shelter FEMA and return disaster response to the states. Instead, he's focused on the once-in-a-lifetime natural of what occurred in Central Texas Hill Country and its Humboldt tour. And he says, "We just visited an incredible families that have been devastated." The president said at a closed-door meeting he and First Lady Melania Trump had with the celebrities for some of those killed or missing. Trump's shift is focus underscores how tragedy can complain political costless, even though he has made slashing the federal workforce and centerpiece of his administration's opening months. He spent a long time Friday discussing the victims for Camp Mystic, the century-old all-girls Christian summer camp where at least 27 people were killed. They were there because they loved God. And as we grieve in this unthinkable tragedy, we take comfort in the knowledge that God has welcomed those little beautiful girls into his comforting arms in heaven, Trump said today. Now, hold on just a sec. Okay. Hey, Chris, I have to call you back. I was just doing something right now. Can I call you back? Alright. Now, the first lady describing being beautiful lone ladies from the woman who said she said get her a special blanket from the camp in honor of all the little girls that lost their lives. She promised to return to support the camp in the future. Trump approved Texas' request to extend the major disaster declaration belonging County to 8 additional countries, making them unable for district financial assistance to recover and rebuild. All across the country, Americans, hearts and shelter. All across the country, Americans, hearts are shattered, said, I had to be here as president. Despite saying that he didn't want to talk politics, Trump couldn't help himself. During the round table, he bragged briefly about his administration reducing the cost of eggs around the country and in response to a question about Democratic Christmas, or the flood response, said, all they want to do is criticize. Well, they're getting just absolutely clobbered because everyone sees what an incredible job the governor did. Trump said of Democrats. Everybody in the room, everybody in this room, everybody at this table is polyglot. That's not true. He also still insists we got some good people running female. That is nonetheless a far cry from his call many weeks ago to begin phasing out female. At the White House, Russell Waller, director of the Office of Measurement and Budget, similar dodging questions fired about female's future. He said that the agency has billions of dollars in resorts to continue to pay for necessary expense. We also want female to be reformed, Voss said. The president is going to continue to be asking tough questions of all the other agencies, not different than any other opportunity to have better government. On the ground in devastated communities. Meanwhile, some state and local officials have faced questions about how well they will prepare and how quickly they act, including if running systems might have given more people time to evacuate. Now, asked about such concerns during his appearances at the Operations Center in Kellerville, Trump called a report evil and said he thought everyone did an incredible job under the circumstances. I remind you, and I consider you heroes. Seeing you heroes, Trump said of the officials around him. He also praised a long list of Texas Republicans and had especially account words for Rep. Roy, represents some of the hardest hits arrows. As such conversational, or intentional opposed Trump's sweeping tax cuts and spending package, but ultimately supported it. He's not easy, but he's good, Trump said on Raw. The congressman, for his part, blustered at questions about authorities, flood response, called the callers about incredulity and flood warnings. Ridiculous. Pulled to the round table, Air Force One lady in Tina Turner and Trump deploying a suit while the First Lady wore more costume clothing, though both wore ball caps against the heat. The board then boarded a helicopter to Kerrville and saw the flooding aftermath from the air. Then Lil walked close to the Gulliver River to receive a briefing from officials near the overturned tractor trail. Numberless downed trees and other debris. Roads in the center of town were shut down, and people lined the streets, some wearing Trump hats and t-shirts and waving American flags. Green ribbons recognizing the line lost at Camp Mystic were tied around trees, poles, and along bridges, and mixed could feature slogans such as Hale County strong, and thank you for first responders. Harris Kohler, a rancher from upper part of Texas, Bill Carville, said the flood devastation can be fully understood only by seeing it firsthand. Pistols do not do injustice. Kohler said, asking what officials on the ground named most ugly from federal sources. Carroll County Commissioner Jeff Hart, who also is a volunteer firefighter, strengthening the need for repairs to not working phone tolls and maybe a little bell early warning system. Trump himself has suggested that a major warning system should be established through full details have been offered, or what that might ever potentially entail. Friday's visit was far different from the other times the first couple visited natural disaster sites during Trump's first weekend back in the White House in January. They toured in North Carolina to scope out damage from Hurricane Helene and saw the aftermath of wildfires in Los Angeles. And the president sharply criticized the administration of his predecessor, President Joe Biden, and officials from deep blue California. The state of Texas, number one, they do it right, and they've done it right for a long time. That's what Trump said, and it's a very special place to me. So now what he said about this, man, oh man, what is going on here in Texas when you had all these people, all these adults, including children, have been killed by flood waters, and it's just heartbreaking, very heartbreaking to see and to hear. So our hearts goes out to them. Again, 121 were killed, 170 are missing, and that's all for the Texas update as of right now. Till then, I'm Joseph Crudup. Like me on Facebook. See you again on YouTube. Subscribe and becoming the Joseph Crudup Show. And please check this out on YouTube and see it on TikTok if you want to. Until then, this is Joseph Crudup. Had a great time. Had a great weekend. And God bless. God bless you all. Till then, good night.